New York Times approving books as New York Times bestsellers. Yeah, it feels like they pretty much have a 100% acceptance rate. Everyone obsessed with Markiplier face swapped with Buzz with the B letter in front of it. Meanwhile, Germans, it's not B, you freaking dumb Kampf. It's actually a sharp S, so would I be a no-no German if I put two of these B's together? I have an image of your house. Are you scared? Oh no, someone leaked my IP. Americans complaining about the price of fuel. Wait a second, how bad is it in the Netherlands? $8.40 a gallon? Holy crap, I am so sorry, Dutch bros. People who think living in Japan would be cool, not realizing there's more than just anime. A lot more, actually. There's actually a word in Japan that means overworked to death. Imagine still being in 2021. This meme was brought to us by Kiwi Gang. Yeah, the New Zealanders had like a couple hours to clown on everybody. This is like their one big moment they actually have. We should just let them have their fun. Police in the USA, literally with like a bat belt here, versus police in Brazil. Yeah, don't you think this would be a little overkill? Now, in the public domain, Winnie the Pooh supports the liberation of Palestine. Beans in British food versus beans in Mexican food. I'm actually very terrified of the day I have to go to the UK and try their beans. I'm definitely a Mexican bean supremacist. Marvel fans, when their parents' divorce creates a multiverse of households. Oh my god, this is gonna be so cool! So what letter are we assigning this? This is a very meta post. I don't know if anyone remembers the other face swaps with Markiplier, but for some reason there always needs to be some sort of letter associated with them. We had E, and then I guess M. I don't remember this one though. I guess they decided on that weird German B. Mommy, my fart is on the I can't. Mommy, my fart is on the floor. It's just one of those statements that, you know, you don't really think about it too hard until like 5 seconds later. Oh god. Me practicing the hand signs I saw in Naruto. The deaf kid's wondering why I'm going to invade Poland while wielding an explosive banana and riding his grandma. My goals are beyond your understanding. Speedrunners when their baby is born premature. Can't do it, he's just so good. Clearly it takes days of speedrunning to be able to channel this energy. When you do a heavy attack, but the enemy moves. Well, time to continue to try and probably miss for the next 3 times in a row. Uninsured Americans when they wake up in an ambulance. You know how terrifying this must be? I mean, even if you are insured, depending on how far you're going, you're still gonna pay thousands of dollars. How the news makes Iran seem versus how Iran is in real life. Are we even allowed to travel to Iran? Then again, I feel like the list of places we can and cannot travel to like changes every day. All languages traveling at the speed of sound, but still not fast enough to compete with sign language traveling at the speed of light. This is really where humans messed up. We all could be doing non-verbal communication right now, but someone couldn't keep their mouth shut. Redditors on their way to end racism after upvoting black thumbs up emoji comment. Finally, it's over. It was that easy. Me after watching one Indian tech guy on YouTube. Why haven't they come out with like hoverboard Crocs yet? This would be the shoe company to release it first. Me. Do people actually believe this stuff? Looking at astrology. Also me, if I step on the red tiles, the universe will collapse and everyone will die. Yeah, I just want to say you're welcome for that world. You're lucky I'm very coordinated. Saying oops as a mathematician versus saying oops as a nuclear scientist. You think this is what they said back in Chernobyl too? Teacher, the test isn't that hard. The test, what is Shrek like? He is very attractive, good-hearted, handsome, well-built. No, there has to be an E all the above somewhere cropped out. There just has to be. You can't end a man's whole career in 8 seconds. Meanwhile, this dude, bang. Yep, and he's just gonna do it again. No, wait, that's not how you're supposed to play the game. POV, I'm searching the red flag emoji on Twitter so that I can add more toxic traits to my personality. Just another normal Tuesday for me too. Me taking one last look at my wife and 3 children eating breakfast before my medications kick in and wake up alone in my psych. Why is this so depressing? Well, luckily it's easy to see him again. Just stop taking your pills. Me explaining to my mom why I have no friends. She doesn't understand my Sigma philosophy. Gotta stay on that Sigma grind set king. Lactose intolerant people after finding out they live in the Milky Way. Literally the entire universe around you wants you dead. It's amazing these people are still alive. POV, I'm outside the homeless shelter, showing them an outfit that could feed them for weeks. You know, I'm something of a homeless man myself. Me listening to the officer explain my speeding ticket, knowing full well the bomb in my trunk is about to go off. Just trying to enjoy my final moments here, officer. Me after calling someone a virgin, knowing full well I've never even touched a girl. Let's see if Paul Allen sun has ever touched anybody. If Harry Potter was British, you're a wizard, bruv. Can you imagine how different those movies would be if they were all British? I can't even imagine. They'd probably like put the school in a castle or something stupid like that. Indian school had wrong Heisenberg pick as scientist, and why Google search is to blame. That is a different Heisenberg, but at the same time, not that different. One day, the same thing is gonna happen when you Google search Nero. Teacher, the exam results will be up soon. Stay posted. Me just waiting to figure out if I have to throw myself off the bridge or not. Aren't those the moments like the worst? Like you're just waiting for hours to figure out how badly you failed. You know you failed. You just don't know how bad it was and how bad it's gonna bring down your grade. Humans, after the Earth makes a full rotation around the sun. Makes it even better when you think, I mean, this has literally happened millions of times already, but we still are going nuts. Oh, so this is what we gotta expect. Everyone thought it was 2012 the world was gonna end. I think we just actually translated the Mayan calendar a bit wrong. What was up with that whole Mayan calendar thing? Everyone believed that for a second there. Just as the calendar you have on your kitchen wall does not cease to exist after December 31st, the Mayan calendar does not cease to exist on December 21st. Oh, it was supposed to keep going. They just had to buy another thing with pictures on it at the mall. They didn't get to that part of their to-do list because I think the Mayans just disappeared, right? Asia according to movies versus Africa according to movies. Sometimes Morocco is included, I feel. Occasionally, I think it was in John Wick 3. And don't forget Vietnam for the Asian movies if it's talking about the 60s. Turns out you can fit one Australia in one whole Australia. Who would believe that? I love this website showing us the true size of countries. It's one of those things that would have just gone completely unnoticed for me. OMG, portable Wyoming. Oh, maybe that's why still so many people consider this state to be a real place. If only they educated themselves a bit more. 1818, Turkey saying, I will oof your king and send his head to my capital as an example to those who are not afraid. Arabia responding back, I will expel you from Arabia and take back my rights to the holy cities. Flash forward 200 years later, no, you monster. Gonna tell everyone that you oofed someone. I'm better than you and I won't buy your stuff. Even this part of the world's gotten soft. We are all snowflakes now. Migraine, hypertension, stress, and living next to Albania. Oh, all those poor countries living next to Albania. I can't even imagine. POV, you said Taiwan was a country. Literally, you have 2 seconds to live as soon as you say this statement. Evidence that Belgium is silly. Is this actually a real place in Belgium? No way. There really is. Total of 8,000 population just out here being silly. Sounds like they like to do a little bit of trolling. Germany versus how literally every other country sees Germany. I've talked about it before. There's the Bavarian way, and then there's the no-no German way. I mean, there are only 2 ways, at least us Americans see Germany. And trust me, yeah, you're probably gonna want to prefer the Bavarian way. People who still haven't gotten the no-no virus yet. Fortunately, something tells me that it's gonna get harder and harder to dodge in the future. Introverts when the elevator doors close before anyone can get on. It isn't even an introvert thing. Who doesn't want this? I don't care how extroverted you are, there's nothing more terrifying just like slamming on that button, waiting for the doors to close, because who wants people in there with them? It's just awkward. Me, I don't kink shame. I'm an open-minded person. Also me when I see the furry couple barking at each other. I guess barking is better than them like sniff each other's ass when you try to pull a prank, but you missed 2nd grade. 8 equals 4 times 4? How did... Okay, I just feel bad for her. Maybe she was just really excited, like she wasn't really thinking, she just wanted to do it. My mom, how does shampoo always run out so quickly? 6-year-old me in the bathroom making and testing out magic shampoo potions. Ever told anyone that I used to like use that stuff to like kill ants in the backyard? Yeah, I probably should have kept that to myself. Me explaining I should oof off some characters in the book I'm writing. My editor that knows it's an autobiography. No, this will definitely make the story a little bit more interesting. I'd have to kind of like push them towards that direction because I'm just trying to get this thing to sell some copies. What the elderly teachers see when I'm helping them with the projector. Proud, they know I'm gonna grow up to be Spider-Man one day. I feel like at some point in the future, like teachers will finally get younger and they won't have as much of a like technology illiteracy. I feel like right now it's gotta be particularly bad because you have like 70-year-old teachers out here trying to figure out how the internet works. Mom, don't forget to take the chicken out of the freezer to defrost. The chicken in the freezer 3 hours later. Yeah, I'm about to get beat with a flip-flop after this. Must remember to come back here when I get bombs. Video games have been training me my whole life for this moment. I can't wait. Video game developers when they need to come up with brand names for the game. Yes, Bepsi. That's one of my favorites. Wait, is this that weird German bee we were talking about at the beginning? Conk and Pee. Or is that Pepe? I'm not sure. Ooh, crystals. Grandma, you look hungry. Let me make you something to eat. Me, sure, not a lot though. Grandma, of course. Stacks the whole bowl. I'm terrified. And you know she's gonna make you eat it all. You're already 20 pounds overweight, but she doesn't see that. Fallout 4, when the ground you're building on is slightly uneven. Nope, this fence is gonna be totally fine. This is more aesthetically pleasing anyways. Me, starting today, I'm gonna eat healthier. Me, at 11 p.m. Yeah, can I get a cheesy gordita crunch? Do anything else with your life, or get really into dinosaurs? 6-year-old boys. No. It should say just men in general. Who's not into dinosaurs? When you wake up, but the storyline of your dream is more interesting than the real world. Well, that's because the storyline of your dream, you have like a wife and 3 kids. In the real world, I'm just forced to take medicine for my schizophrenia. Society, when you play a game for 3 hours, versus society when they binge an 8-hour series. And why is it still like that? I have heard people like literally say, no, I don't want to play video games because I don't want to be unproductive. Meanwhile, they literally just watch TV shows all day long. I don't understand. Like, in a weird way, depending on the game, I know that not all games are like this, but sometimes games can be educational. You see a German soldier in WW1, panic. He is wounded and unarmed, so you spare him. Calm. 21 years later, he invades Poland. Oh, yeah. Wait, didn't this actually happen? Wasn't there a guy that supposedly could have oofed the skinny mustache man? Yeah, his name is Henry D. He was a British soldier. How would he remember, though, that was Adolf? That's what I'm wondering. How would you like to be known for sparing his life? I mean, I guess they could have lined both of these figures at the same place at the same time. They probably would have known that information, I'm guessing. Oh, it was Hilter himself that identified Tanley from the photo that did it. This was before everything went down. And big thanks to I Stole Drew's Pet Dog, I Love Marks, Drew's Arab Sugar Daddy, LuxembourgLover, King Corey, Drew's Argentinian Grandpa, Canadian Union, Dalton D, BringBackPolandball, Barnsky W, AryanAfterHours, Fat Norwal, Alfonso M6, Ivan Lima, Majestic Unicorn, Michael, Max Cooper, McBlorf, Nemo Shicky, Mind Brothers 999, Robert Philip, and Ride the Pie.